Y'all only got seven more openings for Sunday, y'all. Seven more openings for the class on Sunday. I only take 10 people. So if you want the old classes, or you can buy the recordings when we get done, okay? Oh boy, I had my tuna fish. I don't eat real tuna. Can I show y'all? I ain't gonna show y'all what I'm eating. You know, there's a different it's a tuna fish without eating tuna fish, y'all. Did y'all know that? It's a tuna fish without eating tuna fish. Tuna fish. What is this class? This is not a class. If it's class, you'd be paying $65. If this was class, it'd be $65. I do my class every Sunday on my webinars. Okay, webinars. Okay, webinars on Sundays. So Sundays was supposed to be about the taxes, but I'm gonna see if we're gonna wing it on Sunday. The 10 people that join the classes can ask me any question. So one of my classes, I deleted it by mistake. It was resolution 75. One of the classes on resolution 75, how you didn't have to pay $3,800 for a name change. Okay. So this Sunday, by by tomorrow, I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do, because I might have to do that class over resolution 75. So I may have to do that one over. It is what it is, but it is $65 for the class. You can email me, sabirbayradio@gmail.com, or you can get the past shows. Let me share something with y'all, man, for real. And I know some of y'all probably saying I can't even keep up with you, Sabir, because I'll be having videos on top of videos on top of videos on top of videos. It's funny, but this is what I do. I'm not here to be no one's leader. I'm not here to be no one's spokesperson, because if I'm your spokesperson, then you should pay the spokesperson. It's just like a lobbyist, for the record. If y'all don't know what a lobbyist is, and don't tell me that this is how they operate, but lobbyists get paid. Did that make sense? Lobbyists gets paid, all right, for the record. So don't expect anything from me. I mean, I try to really live, and I don't want to say try. I try to live a stress-free life. A stress-free life. Seriously. So please, if you're not for my well-being, do not inbox me, do not DM me. I'm being 100. I ain't got time. You do what I'm doing, and then you tell me how that works out for you. Did that make sense? You tell me how it works out for you. Again, and I don't have to keep repeating this. I do have children, and I do have a responsibility that y'all don't care about. Okay. So if I can get on these feeds and be here for 3 hours with you, you can actually say, I'll take the class, or I'll do something to help this brother out. So, and the only reason why I'm doing this is for two reasons right now. It's my brother. It's my brother Harthorne James, Big Red. And I said to brother Harthorne, I said, yo, bro, you'll be the perfect person to interview me. I said, Harthorne, you are the perfect person that can interview me, because we had a hell of a discussion. I think it was about 20 minutes, I believe it was. 20 minutes on religion, Islam, and I'm gonna see if I can share a little bit of this with y'all. If y'all don't know who my brother is, Big Red, that's Harthorne James, Big Red from Five Heartbeats. And we just sat there, and I was just relaxing after I ate my fake tuna fish. You ever see that before? You ever see fake tuna fish? Can I show you some fake tuna fish with some cayenne pepper in it? You know you can eat tuna fish without eating tuna fish, right? Okay, so bear with me 1 second. Well, it's not real food, Sabir. You're not eating real food. Y'all are not eating real food. But let me share this with y'all. A vegetarian, no goat or ham, no chicken, no turkey, no hamburger. Because to me, that's suicide, self-murdering. So let us get back to what we call hip hop. So I'm gonna start my TikTok up too. So let me do this. Give me 1 second. So we're going live on TikTok also. Let's see how this is gonna work out if they don't block me on TikTok. So I'm gonna share with y'all what I eat. I'm not here to tell you what to eat. Give me 1 second. I'm not here to tell y'all what to eat, but I'm just telling you what I eat, what's good for Sabir. So what's good for Sabir may not be good for Yah. Okay, so give me 1 second. My thing is kind of lopsided. It's all good though. But come to my come to my Facebook. I mean YouTube. So this is the plant-based tuna I eat. This is the tuna fish. So you don't have to eat tuna fish. So this is just me. I'm just saying this is just my thing. This is me. So this is the tuna fish that I eat. And when you season it up, add a little bit of cayenne pepper. Oh, this ain't no joke, y'all. Listen. And cayenne, you can get the pills too. So cayenne pepper is good for your heart. It makes the blood circulate too. So cayenne pepper is good for circulation of the heart and the blood. Oh, you follow me? So while we do this, while I play this video, again, you can season the joint up. And I also take my black garlic too. See how I give y'all health tips too? It's a whole lot to me. That's why people say, I can't even keep up with you, Sabir. You just did a 3-hour video, brother. A 3-hour video dropping bombs. And now you right back again. So thank you, my brother Hawthorne James. And I said this to my brother Hawthorne. You are the right person to ask me any question. So who would want to see that video with Hawthorne James interviewing me? Raise your hand. Hit my link. Who would want to see that video with my brother Big Red? Let us know right now. Share it out, y'all. Let's go. Why I'll go grab some other stuff. Because that will be a dope interview with that brother interviewing me. Because that conversation, I was laying on it. You ever see that Marvin Gaye joint when Marvin Gaye was laying on the couch singing? When Marvin Gaye was high out of his head and he was laying on the couch singing. And that's what I was doing, sitting back here when Hawthorne and I was on the phone. And we talked about Islam. We was talking about Islam. So that would be a dope interview. So I'm gonna ask y'all again, for the people that's in the back, how many of y'all would like to hear that, see that interview with brother Hawthorne James and I? Hit the link. So let's start this video up, y'all. Again, they be like, I can't even keep up with you, Sabir, because you just got off the live just now. You just got off. Fire. Come on, y'all. Let's hit the likes. Let's go. I'm one person. He said, hold up 1 second. I just, for one record, I would suggest you be the leader. I don't want to be no leader, Sonia. Nope. Nope. I don't want to be nobody's leader. Nope. Lead your children. All you can do, like brother Hawthorne James told me, he said, whatever you do, brother, I just don't want you to stop. Listen, I'm fine. I don't want to be no leaders. I don't want to be no imams. I don't want to be nothing. I just want to be Sabir Bey. Okay. So no, I don't want to be a leader. Okay. So I'm fine with all of that. Nope. So let's get this party started. This video right here is the Battle of Ottawa. Pay attention while I go grab my other stuff.
Look at the shield, though. Look at the shield. You see the shield? Don't take a don't take a knife to a gunfight. Oh, y'all don't see those Ethiopians, do y'all? Y'all that don't know what that is, right? It's called the Battle of Ottawa. Battle of Ottawa. And do you know how Ethiopians lost also? Let me ask y'all a question. Y'all could jump on the feed now. Do y'all know how Ethiopia lost the battles? Do anybody know? Come on, y'all. We got this conversation. I told you, I can't wait till Hawthorne interview me. And if Hawthorne, if you're watching, brother, hit the link if you want to come on the feed. Hit the link, brother. It's right there. So what Mussolini did, right? And this is why I'm saying religions have been hijacked. It came up with a conversation with my sister, my baby sister. And my brother called me this when I got off the live, and I was talking to my brother. My sister I haven't seen in about 5 years. 5 years. And my brother gives me a call, and we're on the phone, and somebody's fixing something in her house. And we on the phone talking, and my sister said my former name, and I was laughing at it. I said, what I'm gonna call you is Doodoo or something like that. I'm gonna just call you that, right? But that's my sister. I love her. But we started getting into a conversation, and she brought up God. This is why this conversation is where it's at. So I'm just telling y'all how it started, because people say I can't keep up with you, brother. You always got a video. So I'm on the phone with my sister, and she said, God told me. Literally, she said, God told me this, right? God told me I was blessed. That's what she said. Let me correct that. She said, God told me I was blessed. And I said, where you get that from? She said, the Bible. Swear to God, this is what my sister said. She said, the Bible, right? I said, if you can find me a Bible that's not copyrighted, I give you $1,000. I cash app it to you. This is what I told my sister. And I said, what? Oh, I said, first of all, I said, what Bible? She said, the King James Version. That's what my sister said. My sister said, the King James Version of the Bible. I said, well, if you can find me a King James Version of a Bible that is not copywritten, I cash app you $1,000, right? Knew she couldn't find it because I didn't have $1,000, but I knew she couldn't find it because every Bible is copywritten. It's his version, right? But I want y'all to see how crazy we are, religified people we are. And I'm on the phone with my sister, mind you. I ain't talked to my sister in about 5 years. My brother's over there. My brother said it was a guy working on her house. He sound like me. And so I'm getting on the phone. I'm listening, talking to the brother, and I'm talking to my sister, and we going back and forth. I said, well, do me a favor. Next time you talk to God, ask him to bring my son back. She got quiet. I'm not lying. I said, next time You have a conversation with God, ask him to bring my son back to me. She had no words. No words. So the whole thing we talking about, he kept going back and forth with God and who God is. And I told her when we was little, I never called on a God in my life. I never called on God. I called on my mom. And every last one of y'all know exactly what I'm talking about because y'all did the same thing. If you are honest with yourself, when you got injured and you got hurt, who do you call on? When you get hurt, or even to this day, who do we call when we in trouble? Do we call on God or do we call on mama? It's mama. And my sister now, mind you, is getting heated. I can tell, and I know my sister, but she works for the government. And I'm just sharing with y'all because you said, I call on God. You never called on your mama? I never called on I never did. Before you was introduced to something called God, who did you call on? Let me make it clearer. Before you was introduced to any person that's floating around in the sky named God, who did you call on? Y'all can come on the feed. I know some of y'all don't want to be, you don't even want to be honest with yourself. Y'all don't want to be honest with yourself because you know why? Because you're going to feel embarrassed because you called on your mother before anything. God was introduced to you. God was introduced to you. Thank you, sister. God was introduced to you. So as that what was happening with my sister. So I'm gonna help you Christians out too. I want y'all to go pick up a Bible, and I want you to come on my live and open up the first couple of pages to any Bible, King James, and then tell me if it says copywritten and what year was copywritten. Can we all do that? What year the Bible was copywritten? Go pick it up. I mean, when I say stuff like this, I mean like this. When you pick up the Quran, you go to the couple of pages and you find out when. Let's see. No. And I'm not taking sides with none of this. The Bibles have, and this is why I said religions have been hijacked for real. And that's what I was just telling my sister. And then that's what happened with Hawthorne James when we started talking. Hawthorne James and I started talking about God and how he don't believe in the higher being. And I asked Hawthorne James a question. I said, when I see you, I said, do you believe in peace? Right? He said, yes. And I can ask y'all, do y'all believe in peace? And every last one of y'all would say yes, right? You all would say yes. And I would ask you, do you submit to do the will of God? Or whatever name you want to call him, you're going to say yes. So let me explain these two to y'all. And if I'm wrong, bring it. If you believe in peace, which I could say shalom or hotep or salam alaikum, you just said the same thing I'm saying to you. If you submit in a higher being, you are a Muslim without a shadow of a doubt. You are a Muslim. I hope this is making very much sense to y'all. You are Muslim. If you submit to do the will of God, rather you say you, whatever you want to call it, you wake up in the morning by Ra. All of you wake up by Ra. Every last one of you in any religion says amen after prayer, amen after you eat, amen, amen, amen. It's all the same. You can bring all your Hebrew stuff all you want. Bring all your Hebrew stuff all you want. I'll chop that down too. So let me let y'all hear something, okay? Bring them to the cipher. Hurry up. I just want you to hear something, okay? Bear with me.
The land is called. He said the fact that in Arabic you don't have the letter P, but the land is called Palestine is hilarious. The land is called Palestine. فعلا yeah no هذا Arabic letters. But the irony of speaking about language, when Hebrew actually had to undergo a revival to change it from a largely sacred liturgical language to a literary and spoken language for modern usage, so that Israelis would have a common national language. Because even the pre-existing Jews in Palestine didn't speak Hebrew in colloquial usage. They spoke Arabic, Ladino, Yiddish, etc. Because the Zionists understood, political theorists considered language one of the constituent parts of what makes up the nation and a national identity. Towards the end of the 19th century, they began to revive this language, since it more or less became extinct as a spoken language sometime between 200 and 400 CE. They educated people in modern Hebrew until 2018, when Hebrew became the sole official language of Israel. Even the guy who is regarded as the reviver of the Hebrew language, his native language was Yiddish. He literally invented words and adapted words from old Hebrew words and other languages, including Arabic, to denote like objects that were unknown in antiquity or had been forgotten in their original Hebrew usage and context. So when I tell you everything about that place is engineered and manufactured methodically, and someone on Instagram wants to imply that somehow Palestinians are not rooted in this land because the Arabic language doesn't have the letter P. All right, don't forget to comment and let me know.
So let me explain this to y'all, for y'all cats that don't understand. All these new dudes that's coming out the woodwork, I don't even know who these new dudes are. Share this video to them. Go share this video to all of them. If they alive, let's go have this conversation. Go share it with them. And this is why people don't understand the P is an F. Like you said, it's called Philistine, not Palestine. Philistine, the P will be the F. The D will be the T. The C will be the K. Did that make sense? Did that make sense? I know that's complicated for some of y'all. Did that make sense? The P will be the F. It's called Philistine, not Palestine. The D will be the T. The C will be the K. So the languages, and I'm going to ask y'all this serious question. So go get your scholars right now. How many of y'all ever heard this language called Suba? Suba. Come on. I know it's man-made, sister. I got it. I'm going to get into that whole religion part too. We're going to go there, okay? We definitely going to go there. We definitely going to go there. Oh, we're going to go. Let's go. Go get the scholars. Come on. Get the scholars. Hurry up. Y'all ready? You get the scholars yet? He's from the future. Y'all in the future right now. I'm in the past. It depends on where you at. Look, she said he's from the future. If you're on the East Coast, y'all are in the future right now, for the record. You're in the future. I'm in the past. Future, past, future, past. See how that works? So, I told you I'm very sarcastic too. So, how many of y'all familiar with the word Suba? And I can tear down the word God too. God is a German word. That word God is German. I don't know if you know that or not. Oh, pick up a dictionary. It's okay to read, people. Pick up a dictionary. It comes from the word gut. Gut. God. Okay? I don't listen. You can share the video to him. Go get him. Go get whoever you think. The time is now. So I ask y'all a simple question. Have y'all ever heard of the word Suba? If you ever been over Spain, you will understand how they spell pharmacy too, with an F over pharmacy. In the States, they spell it with a P. Did that make sense? In the States, they spell pharmacy with a P over here. Am I lying? Over Spain, they spell it with an F. Pharmacy. Pharaoh, the keeper of Kemet. Pharmacy is the keeper of chemistry. Make it make sense. Come on, y'all. Come on. I don't want to be on here all day long, y'all. I don't want to be on here all day long. Okay? All right? Come on. I know y'all be watching too many of their videos. So one of the original languages is called Suba and also Gaga. it's like baby talk. Babies speak to languages. Gaga, Google, ooh. Am I lying? They have their own language. I know this is kind of hard for some of y'all because you don't get this on Sinetta's show. You don't get this on Sinetta's TV. If I'm wrong about anything, y'all can click the link and come on the feed. Whatever, if I'm wrong about anything that I'm saying, please bring it to the cipher and please share it out. So the language was called Suba. Suba. Right? Gaga, Google, ooh, numbers. Everything was based on numbers. I know this is kind of hard for some of y'all, but we can have a conversation on this anywhere. So the language of Ethiopian church, I'm going to give this to y'all. Are y'all ready? It's called Gi'iz. How many of y'all ever visited an Ethiopian church? And guess what? Hold up. We ain't even gonna go here. We're gonna go here for a second. Give me 1 second. Let's go to Merriam-Webster's dictionary. Let's go to Merriam-Webster's. So, how could any of us be anti-Semitic, people? How many educators we have on this feed? Come on. Oh, they're not teaching y'all this? Oh, so it's a Semitic language. It's Semitic. Hold on, let me post it up here for y'all. Give me 1 second. So if Gi'iz is a Semitic language, then who are the Semitic people? I'm making it very plain for y'all. I mean, if y'all want to be the ones to jump on and think you can go head to head with me, come on, bring it to the site. Do you know in the Ethiopian Bible they read Gi'iz? Did y'all know that? Did you know in the Ethiopian? I'm on TikTok too, y'all, so bear with me, okay? I'm on TikTok also. Did y'all know in the Ethiopian Bible they speak Gi'iz? Oh, let me help y'all out. I told you the religions have been hijacked ungodly. In 1 second, let me just show y'all what the Ethiopian Bible looks like, okay? For the record, that's an Ethiopian Bible right there. See me with the Ethiopian Bible with the cross, which is called the Miska. That's called the Miska. That's an Ethiopian Bible. And also, people, that's where coffee comes from. Also, Ethiopia is called Buna, which is brown. Coffee's not black, people. It's brown, not black. So please stop going in coffee shops asking for black coffee. Coffee is brown. So that's the Ethiopian Bible right there. Both of them is sitting right here. There's one here, which is older, that you had to be very careful of this one. And this is the other one. So I'm going to give y'all a closer look. Y'all may have seen people that do YouTubes on this, right? And show you Ethiopians with the Bibles, right? But now you see me sitting with the Ethiopian Bible. So do you think for 1 minute that this book that I'm holding in my hand is copywritten? Guess what? You're not even going to find it in there. You're not going to find it copywritten. Because you're not getting religion, you're getting dogma also. That's what you're getting. You're getting dogma. So this is the Ethiopian Bible. That one, and that's the cross. Okay? So let me just give you a closer view of what this book looked like. This is the Ethiopian Bibles right here. And that's my cross right there. It's called the Miska. Meskel. Meskel. Miska. Let's go back down. So do you think that these people that's coming out of this book in the Christian church? This is why I had the discussion with my sister. I asked her, did she ever hear of the Ethiopian Bible? She said, what are you talking about? They got their own Bible? I said, I'm done. I know my sister don't know, but she's a Christian or a Catholic. I don't know what she still is, but she said she kept talking about God. But anywho, this is the Ethiopian Bible. And I wasn't there to beat my sister up. It was just crazy how we so conditioned in all of this. So this is the Ethiopian Bible. So outside of what y'all seen online, have you ever seen this book before? I already know about all that. I know what year we in, but you still gonna celebrate New Year, sister Gina. You're gonna celebrate the fiscal year. A lot of you are. You're gonna celebrate the fiscal year. Be honest with me. This is the honest show. Okay. So this is a mitzvah right here. This is a cross, right? So how many Christians you know walking around with this or this?
None.
Oh, but they're Christians though, right? What
They're
is it?
hypocritical.
It's
They're hypocritical.
different forms of Christianity? It's a different forms of it. I mean, this is a cross, right? I mean, you can Google the cross, right? You know, you can you actually can Google the crosses and you'll find crosses. The crazy part is with our people, the condition they had to whip you into submission with this Christianity, boy. This modern Christianity. Let me make sure I make this clear. Modern Christianity, they had to whip you into this.
And boy, did they did it.
Oh, to obey your master, brother. And you can't break our people from that. This is why I said I'm fine. I'm not trying to get you away from it. So bear with me. I'm gonna show you when I sat with the Ethiopian priest. He's telling me as if she was telling me something new. This is the priest that I'm sitting with. He didn't even speak English. He giving me the history because I was telling him about the New Year's, the languages, and that's my sister Mary. I know y'all don't see these type of Ethiopians though. I know they show y'all the lighter versions. Because that's what media does. It shows you the lighter people. So this is me in Boston. And we had a conversation. It's so funny, brother. I'm sitting here with the coffee. Do you see the coffee right here? And we were laughing because he don't speak English. So Mary was the translator of this sister right here. She's been living in the United States since 1974. I think she was the first Ethiopians to come here. And what she told me is that she was called Jigaboo, Porch Monkey. She was called all kinds of names. She said she was depressed for 10 years living in the United States. No lie. This is what she told me. This is another picture with her, not somewhere. She told me she was oppressed for 10 years because so-called black people here was calling her all kinds of names. That's what she told me. For 10 years. Wow. No, seriously. Here she go right here. I'm going to show you another picture of her. And I think I still got her phone number. Hold up. That's my sister Mary right there. That's her. And when she was telling me this, how she was depressed for 10 years. 10 years because of black people here, because of their ignorance. 10 years. So if anyone knows me, they know I used to go to an Ethiopian church. Right? So bear with me. So as I'm sitting with the priest, he's telling me the history of all these things, right? So this is me speaking with them. Now, at this particular moment, I set it around here. I put them in a circle because that's hip hop. So as I'm sitting in a circle with these Ethiopians, and you see the little child back here, and I'm going to show you something else, okay? So as I'm sitting with them, you know what they told me? This guy right here, the heavyset one, he said to me, if the black man and woman in America don't wake up, they're going to be left standing by themselves. This is exactly what he said to me. Because he was so amazed at how much history I knew. And I'm sitting there with him. Look how dark these, but they darker than me, bro. But they don't show you them. What's more? It's some sitting on this side behind me, and it's some on this side because it wasn't that big when we were there. So as I'm sitting with them and I'm talking about us, the connection between the Moors and the connection between, because if you read this book by Othello, right? Give me 1 second. About Othello, rather. Where's my book at? So there's a book, right, that I was reading. This book right here, right? And I was in that conversation, that was a couple of years ago. In this conversation, at that moment, I was speaking about us being Moors because I used to date a sister that was from Ethiopia. She the one that invited me to the church. So we kept having this argument about the Moors weren't Ethiopians. The Moors weren't Ethiopians. And I sat there with them, with the elders, and they knew exactly what I was talking about. I'm going to prove it to y'all in 1 second, okay? Give me 1 minute. So let me see if I can find the page real fast. The missing link is this Moors information. Keep trying to tell y'all. The missing link is the Moors. Paul Robeson spoke about it. You see it right? Hold up. Let me see if I can take a picture and post it up there. Give me 1 second, bro. I'm gonna see if I can take the picture so y'all can see the book first. Why do you think they don't talk about Paul Robeson and all these great people? So bear with me. And if you know anything about how many of y'all know about Paul Robeson? How many languages that Paul Robeson speak? Do you know? Look it up. How many languages did he speak? And he's from Philadelphia, my hometown. How many languages did Paul Robeson speak? 4627. Y'all should be looking this stuff up. This is free for y'all, so y'all should be looking it up. Or y'all can set up these, these conversations. I'm gonna say this again. I'm surprised we ain't got nobody that jumped on the feed and say they know how many languages. But how many? Without Googling it, how many languages did Paul Robeson speak? Damn, boy, I got some. I don't want to call y'all slow, but goddamn, we supposed to be the intelligent people. How many languages did Paul Robeson? Because you might as well look it up then. And Paul Robeson was a threat because he can go around the world. He can go around the world and know exactly what everybody's saying. So bear with me. Let me go into this book real fast while y'all trying to figure out how many languages did he speak. So this was inside the book on Othello, but Paul Robeson was talking about, look. Somebody said 6. No, you better try it in your 20s, baby. Try 20 something. Don't guess. Just Google it. I believe it was 26, 27 languages that Paul Robeson spoke. 26. Oh, thank you.
It says 20.
How many?
It says 20. It says 20 languages up here. Well, I got
20 languages. What I tell you, I knew it was in the ballpark of 20. So why don't we have this type of conversation, bro? Why don't we talk about how many languages do Paul Robeson speak? Then come back to black people and you tell me how many languages y'all speak. Paul Robeson was a threat, bro. He was a threat. So if we only know this so-called English language, bro, right? And we don't even have that down pat because we calling ourselves black people. Make this make sense? We calling ourselves black people, but you don't even know that the language that you're speaking. That's the crazy part. So in this book right here that I just posted up, what did that say, brother, right there?
Mm.
The Ethiopian Moor. Now, mind you, I literally just bought this book in the summertime. This book that I'm showing you right here, I just bought this book in Philadelphia at a used bookstore. But the photo that you see me sitting with the Ethiopians is probably over almost 10 years, probably over 10 years. So if you look at it, I'm going to show you if you pay attention to my locks. So when I'm sitting with them and we having this discussion, right, about Moors, because the sister I used to date was arguing with me that we weren't Moors. And that's when she became more conscious to who we are. And again, sitting in this room with these brothers and these sisters in Boston. This was Boston. And if you look at my hair, you notice my hair is not that long. So we sitting here and they saying, yo, how did you know so much about Ethiopia? How did you know? And if you ever went to an Ethiopian church, you will understand the difference between it. Right? You would know the difference. So bear with me. I'm going to show you a couple of my books that I had back then. And I want y'all to do your research on it. These are the two books. There's some of them. It's called Tawahido. So in Islam, we call it Tawheed in Islam. Tawheed in Islam and Tawahido here. Tewahhedo. In Islam, it's called Tawheed. Tawheed. Or you could say Tawahido. You see the connection yet, y'all? Is it making sense? D? Is it making sense to us? Complicated?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is not complicated, right? So what black scholars do is try to make stuff so goddamn complicated when it's very goddamn simple. It's simple. You be over there sitting there, yo, man, they over there dropping bombs, brother, because the Hebrew Israelites said, bruh. Look up Tawahido and then look up Tawheed. I'm trying to show y'all the connection. So, if anybody studied Bilal, how many of y'all know about Bilal? Raise your hand. How many of y'all know about Bilal? I'm making a connection if it don't make sense, okay? Do you know who Bilal is, bro?
No, I don't.
Boy, we need to be having this for Kwanzaa, don't we? We should be having this at a Kwanzaa event. Let me help y'all out. So let's go here. Everybody all right? Hopefully I'm not over your heads. So remember I told you about Tawahido, right? I told you about Tawahido and I told you about Tawheed, right? Tawahido and Tawheed. Remember that? Okay, so I'm going to take y'all somewhere, okay? So Bilal was an Ethiopian, the one they accorded down to prayer. And this movie came out, I think it was in 1977 or 76. Messenger came out in 77, 76 or something like that, I believe it was. The movie is called The Messenger, The Message. Okay, so bear with me. So how did Bilal, this brother from Ethiopia, know how to call you down to prayer? Bear with me. But of course, Hollywood has to make them look like that. Okay, so you have to go back there. Bear with me. Bear with me.
But there's something missing. Maybe a bell to call the people in.
The Christians use a bell?
What about a horn? Like the Jews?
Drum. There's too much blood in a drum.
Why not the human voice? As in Omar ibn al-Khattab's vision.
If the Prophet agrees, he means you, Bilal.
Me?
You have a good voice, use it. Climb up there.
Come on, y'all. Let's go. Let's get the scholars on the phone. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
God is the great.
Allahu Akbar.
That's all they be saying when they say Allahu Akbar. God is great.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمد رسول الله حي على الصلاة
Coming to Salah.
حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
Today is the 23rd of November 2023, and Gaza is still under the fire and under the war. This war, which left thousands of victims and injuries, and thousands of houses and buildings were destroyed totally. The people here inside Gaza suffer from a humanitarian crisis, where they don't have the ability to afford the basic needs of life.
But let's end this. So let me share something with y'all. So if Bilal was an Ethiopian, right, that called the Adhan to prayer, right? What is the connection between Tawahido? 4628. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Come on, y'all. Y'all got time. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. $46.28. So give me 1 minute. And the crazy part, even if you show Christians this, boy, they still wouldn't deal with it, because you know why? It would shift their whole paradigm. So I just showed you the video. That movie was called The Messenger. The Message, right? The Message came out in the 70s, right? So you see how dark Bilal was, right? So here's Bilal. If you pick up this book by J.A. Rogers, it's called Know Your History. Your History. This is Bilal. You see that? A Negro slave. So how did he know how to call the Adhan? Now, come on, let's talk for a minute. How did he know how to call the Adhan to prayer? If Bilal was an Ethiopian, how did he know how to call the Adhan? Oh, y'all should pick up one of these books. It's called Your History. Your History. Oh, we can have a whole lot of conversations for so-called Kwanzaa, baby. But the problem is, it's the black conscious people. It's the conscious people. So this is in here. Bilal. So Bilal called the Adhan to prayer. Right? So what happened when you know the history, right? So let's move forward, y'all. Okay, let's go into more of my stuff. Okay, just bear with me. Let me know when I'm wrong. So as I'm sitting with the priests and sitting with the people, they sharing with me and asking me, how did I know so much about Ethiopia and the languages, and how did I know so much about the Giz language? But let me show you something. Let's move forward. So this is me speaking to the young Ethiopians. Every Sunday I would do this in Boston. Every Sunday I would do this, brother, in Boston. And They was, and I put them in a circle too. If you pay attention, look at that. I want y'all to pay attention how they're sitting and how someone was sitting on the steps. They was so packed in here, and I was telling them that the colors that we wear or the colors that the stoplights have, facts again, it's Ethiopian colors. That what you see me have on my scarf, brother, is the original Pan-African colors. Y'all can Google this. Oh, I know y'all not ready for this. The original Pan-African colors is right there. Red, yellow, and green. That's the color. And I'm telling them about the stoplight. The stoplight is red, yellow, and green. That is the original Pan-African colors. I told you before, you take stuff back through your knowledge. You don't have to scream white man, the devil, and the white supremacy. No, all you got to do is have the heart to stand up and just explain it to people. The problem is our people that tries to hold you back because they weren't taught this in school. And if they were taught this, you got to be in some type of secret society not to even say what Sabir Bey is saying. You got to be in some type of secret society. So if I'm wrong, you can bring all your pastors, B. You can bring them all. Because I've lived this for real. So as I'm sitting with them and I'm telling them the Pan-African colors is not red, black, and green. It's not red, black, and green. Go get your RBGs. It's not red, black, and green. So who created that red, black, and green? And this is what they're flying during Kwanzaa. I said, why are people running around with the red, black, and green flag? What nation is that? Let me explain to y'all where that come from. That red, black, and green flag is the Marcus Garvey UNIA flag, period. I'm going to repeat this one more time. The red, black, and green is the UNIA Marcus Garvey banner. It's not a nation, people. It's not a nation. Not by far. If you look at that color right there, how many countries have that color in it, D? I'm giving y'all work to do. How many countries have that red, black, and green, red, yellow, and green in it? I mean, come on, man. We supposed to be smart people, man. Somebody go get Shaka bars on the feed. How many countries have that in it? And who had it first? How many? This is the Pan-African colors. How many countries have it? Pan-Arab colors. So let me explain this. How Senegal has it. Ghana has it. Am I lying? So that's the Pan-African colors right there. So as I'm empowering these young cats, right? I'm really empowering these young cats. And we don't want our children in power because it's going to go against the Black Power movement. I don't want to go against any of y'all Black Power movements. What I want to do is add on and show y'all some facts. Anybody can do their research on anything that I'm saying. Guinea has it. Think about it. Think about it. If you want to jump on a feed, hey, listen, it's open for you. Let me put my link up here. It's definitely open for you. There it is. Why do you think they reject you by saying they're not black people in these other countries? But Hawthorne sent something to me about that also. He was talking about how it was something he shared, and I know he's watching this, but he was sharing something with me about how the Moors weren't black. Somebody was saying that. And I had to explain to him what it was meant by that, because the Moors aren't black people, because they did not use the terminology of black. And even the Arabs called the land of the brown people. Land of the brown people. The reason why y'all twisted is because y'all watching TV Arabs. That's what y'all watching. You watching TV Arabs instead of the real Arabs. So what you get on television is the TV Arabs, not the original Arabs. Oh, this is too much information.
And it creates an illusion in their mind.
I mean, listen, brother, they do that all the time. In the police department back in the day, what they used to do in the police department? You had to cut your beard. How many cops y'all seen growing up had beards? How many cops have you seen with certain haircuts? What do they do to you in the military? Just think about it.
Mess with your mind.
No. When you go to the military, they cut all your hair off, right? To look like who? No, if you really pay attention to when you saw Ethiopians fighting the Battle of Ottawa, or you see anyone fighting, do not be like this? Or they got beards or whatever, right? Have y'all noticed that?
Yeah.
So they have to they have to put their image on you. That's Hollywood. That's what Hollywood does. And this is why they still control Negroes, because they put their names on the Negroes. Y'all don't get it yet? They have to see themselves in you. And we actually co-sign this. This is why Frantz Fanon said in his book, Black Skin, White Mask, not in this particular one, but Frantz Fanon said this. If you ever read Frantz Fanon's work, Frantz Fanon said, the oppressor will oppress the oppressed until the oppressed eventually oppresses themselves. The oppressor will oppress the oppressed until the oppressed eventually oppresses themselves. And that's what's happening with our people. This is why they got an issue with me. I was talking to my brother, and I'm going to bring this brother's name up. I was talking to my brother out here, Jamal. He was telling me about 19 Keys, and he told 19 Keys why he didn't get at me, right? And he said he gave him this emoji, like some type of he said, brother, I don't even know what's going on with our people, bro. So it ain't Sabir Bey. I'll sit with anybody. But I understand. If I'm in that room, you believe that I'm going to take money from you. And that's not Sabir Bey's intention to take any money from you. I'm not here to take your audience from you. But let's have a medium that we can build on instead of this black talk. So for the record, I'm not here to take none of y'all people's money, but I guarantee you better put your money on me. Okay? So when that brother said that to me, if he's on his feet, he can jump on it and tell y'all exactly what he said. But he just shared that with me, and before I got on his feet, and I was like, damn, is this that serious, yo? Is it that damn serious that we are so jealous of each other and mad with each other? Damn. Wow. But that's me talking to the youth. But let me go to the youth one more time. Okay, so please, if y'all have Twitter, if you have a question about this, please jump on the feed. Let me show you this. Damn, do I have it in here? Thought I saved it. So look at this little girl. But I bet you never see that Ethiopians either. Can someone tell me what she's writing? What language is she writing in? Do anyone know what language she's writing in? It is sad how so-called black people hate each other. And it's sad. It's very sad. And I tell people this all the time. Never have hate in your heart for nobody. Never. It ain't about, I don't think it's hate either, L. I believe it's you don't want to be shown out. That's what it is. I don't think it's hate. It's not hate. I don't think it's hate. No, brother, she's not writing get is. Wrong. It's not get is. You say it's jealousy. You should never be jealous of no one either. I keep throwing all these things out. You should never be jealous. I told you when Hawthorne James interviewed me, that would be a dope interview with him. But you should never have jealousy for anyone. So she's writing Amharic. Thank you. It's Amharic. That's not an internet search, people. She's writing Amharic. So let me help y'all out. Is everybody all right? Okay. She's writing Amharic. So, how many of y'all carry an ankh? Somebody said Tangringa. Yeah, Tangringa is Eritrea. Tangringa is Eritrea, which is actually y'all call Yemen or the Red Sea, Tangringa. So let me clear this up for y'all that don't understand this, why this works. So Tangringa is what they speak in Eritrea. So Eritrea is what they call the Red Sea. The Red Sea. So it's the same, it's all Ethiopia. It's all Ethiopia, but it's different parts. So I'm gonna play something for you, okay? Is everybody all right? Let's do this real fast. And the reason why I'm saying is because Europeans go everywhere and study our stuff.
Yeah, they do, but then they come back and they flip it around the other way, flip it the other way around, though. That's the only thing.
Oh, yes, they do. Oh, they definitely do that while we go on vacation. Pay attention. If you learn something, let me know when I'm wrong. So if somebody from Eritrea on here or from Ethiopia, holla at you. This is a video that was taken in the 1960s, I believe it was 1960. 1960.
As a result, the peoples of Ethiopia, who are predominantly Aryan, are free and independent. They are proud of having the longest continuous history of any Christian nation in the world. The fact that Ethiopia is primarily populated by a people of Caucasian ancestry makes it unique among other African nations. There are over 100 different tribes and races within the country. Although dark in complexion, most of the people are Caucasian and are descended from the ancient Hamites and Semites.
Rewind. Y'all get it? Pay attention. What y'all being taught in school? Oh, come on, y'all. Let's get this video out. Let's have a conversation. Let's go.
As a result, the peoples of Ethiopia, who are predominantly Aryan, are free and independent. They are proud of having the longest continuous history of any Christian nation in the world. The fact that Ethiopia is primarily populated by a people of Caucasian ancestry makes it unique among other African nations. There are over 100 different tribes and races within the country. Although dark in complexion, most of the people are Caucasian and are descended from the ancient Hamites and Semites. Most of the Ethiopians of today are not pure descendants of any one race. The facial features of both women and men are likely to reflect a varied combination of Caucasian, Negroid, Arabian, and Hebrew characteristics.
Damn, did y'all know that? But this is the crazy part. Let me ask y'all, are y'all being taught this in school? Now, remember when I told you my son was born and my daughter was born and they put down as Caucasians? Asiatics. Remember I told you that before, bro? When I put my children down as Asiatics?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They say anything about black people in that video? I keep
No.
trying to say, I know every last one of these black scholars on my feeds, on these feeds, B. So let's go. I'm going to take a quick break and I'm going to look for something, all right? I'll be right back. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Let's have some fun.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yo, Kushite.
Kushite.
Ethiopia is the only sovereign land. Never been conquered. Never will be conquered. No, 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 no. Ethiopia is the only sovereign land. Never been conquered by no foreign invaders. No, 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 no. Warrior defenders of the ancient art, the Ethiopian from long half pool and river, from Judah the covenant shall not depart, from Cush Ethiopia was the start, and they have made numerous attempts. The King Mussolini tried to tempt, the Battle of Adwa was an early break, the Italiano tried to jump the fence, for 5 months and years they kept the invasion, trying their best to encroach on our nation, attempting to change our lifestyle and tradition. Out of favor was the eventual outcome. Mussolini tried his very best. Haile Selassie first in contest. Ethiopia remained victorious. John is second, Rastafari is first. Ethiopia is the only sovereign land, never been conquered and never will be conquered. Ethiopia is the only sovereign land, yes, sovereign land, never been conquered by no foreign invaders. Mussolini want to become the Pharaoh, never knows the people choose Pharaoh over Pharaoh. No adoration to Baba Janai, the emperor, the lion is Rastafari. League of Nations couldn't find a solution to the league collapse and fell into dissolution. 4 years after liberation came the UN. Ethiopian sovereignty shall have no end. We shall make war with the Lamb. We cannot conquer the conquering lion. It was already written in the Revelation. I shall conquer the eagle, bear, and the dragon. Ethiopia is the only sovereign nation, from the book of Genesis to the Revelation. Habesha people remain mighty and strong, like Adam Moses, the conquering lion. Ethiopia is the only sovereign land. Sovereign land, never been conquered. Sovereign land, and never will be conquered. No. Ethiopia is the only sovereign land. Sovereignty, never been conquered by no foreign invaders. No. Ethiopia, the only sovereign land, never been conquered by no invaders. Look at the only sovereign land, never been conquered, never will be conquered. No. Ethiopia, Blue Nile. The homeland of Ethiopia.
You heard what he said about Mussolini, right? So how Mussolini beat them, right? If y'all know the history, right? Mussolini put mustard gas on the ground, which is actually the original League of Nations. He was in violation of genocide. So let me bear with me, y'all. I want y'all to hear me out. So when you saw the battle of Ottawa, right? That battle, how did they defeated the people? They had to put mustard gas on the mother freaking ground because they figured out what they were doing. They was battling barefoot. Oh, y'all don't want this type of conversation. 3662. If I'm wrong, give me an Ethiopian on my feed. This is why we don't even know what's happening to us right now, because a lot of these people are playing, y'all. So bear with me 1 second. So remember what they said it was Caucasians, right? Okay, so let me show y'all something with me. Everybody all right? Let me show y'all something. Bear with me. First, let me explain this right here. This is where they get their concept from with the bulletproof vest. Right there. So this shield that you see me holding when you watch the Battle of Ottawa, that's what they were using when they were shooting at them. When they were shooting them, they couldn't penetrate that. Nothing that this European has brought to us. I'm gonna be a buck with y'all. Nothing. So this is what they were using. So these shields were made out of rhino skin and hippo skin. Rhino skin and hippo skin. So when you see them battling and they couldn't defeat the Ethiopians, they put mustard gas on the mother freaking ground. Good God Almighty. Fix your mic if you want to come on this feed. And fix your camera. So that's the story behind that. That you see me standing there with. It says, just seen a catch 19 keys, said, I don't want to have money taken out of my pockets. I said myself, come on, no. Wow, he said that? Not to condemn 19 keys and his live today. I caught him saying, seen 19 keys say, I don't want to have money taken out of my pocket. Wow. I've said to myself, come on, no keys. You got to know better and do better. Wow. He said that? Wow. Oh, I need to shut up then. I don't need no money taken out of my pocket. Shit, I need to chill out. Shit. I'm playing dumb, right? I'm playing dumb from now on, y'all, okay? The fuck? Yo, this is crazy, man. Yo, tell 19 keys to call me, man. Let's see if that's real or not. I don't even want to take nobody's word for it. I got 19 keys number. Tell him to call me. Shit, I don't even know if that's real or not. He couldn't possibly say that, man. Damn. What y'all think? Y'all think he said that? I mean, you got to get.
I cannot say I don't know. I mean, because you got to hear from the horse's mouth before you can really say that. Because I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe y'all should share this in 19 keys and tell him to call me. We both out here. I don't even know how true it is. It's not in your blood. I need to get the right blood in me then, brother, to start scamming people. The hell you talk about? He said, Yusuf said it's not. Yusuf said it's not in your blood. It's not in your blood. Yo, I need to make it in my blood then. God damn it. Gee. Well, do me a favor. All of y'all share the videos and tell him to give me a call. I'm back home in LA. All right. Then I'll ask him on the phone before we even go any further. Say, well, did you really say that, brother? That I need to shut up and stop taking money out of my pockets then. Shit. Good God, hold up. So bear with me. So that was the shield, right? And again, if you want to talk about Tawahido, y'all, we can. If you want to talk about Tawheed, we can have this conversation. If you want to talk about Christianity, we can also have this conversation. So my people that's rocking the Ankh, for all of you that's rocking the Ankh around your neck, this is actually, and this is why certain stuff you shouldn't carry. This is an Ankh right there. That symbol right here that I'm circling is called the toe. That's what you call an Ankh. Okay? Right there. It's the toe. Toe. The toe. So the Ankh that you're wearing on your neck is nothing but this. And this is in, where was I? Oh, I was in Barcelona in an Ethiopian restaurant at this particular time. And as I was in the Ethiopian restaurant in Barcelona, they was feeding me like a mug, bro. I ain't have to pay for nothing. We had conversations and food, bro. So again, when I'm traveling, they be like, how did you know so much about the history? But that's the Ankh that everybody wears around their neck. And this is why I told the person at the Kwanzaa special the other day, I said, certain symbols that you should not have, certain stuff that y'all should not even wear because you don't understand the purpose of them. And they will tell you the stories. Let me ask you a question. How many Egyptians you see walking around in the street with ankhs on their neck? Somebody talk to me for me. That make you a righteous person? I'm just throwing it out here. How many people went to Egypt and saw people walking around with ankhs on their neck? I ain't say you was lying, brother. I'm just saying I would never say you're a liar, but I want to hear it from him if 19 Keys call me. But how many people in Egypt? Where's all my Egyptologists at? How many of them went to Egypt and saw people walking the street with ankhs on their neck? And then ask yourself the question, why are we wearing ankhs on our necks over here? I mean, do I have to do my Jeopardy? My Jeopardy question, John? I mean, I don't know. How many people, or do I have to speak it in Pig Latin? How many people in Egypt have y'all saw with ankhs on their neck? This is why we don't even know nothing about Palestine. That's why they bring dudes like Umar Johnson on these shows and talk about Palestinians. It is not Palestinians, it's Philistinians. Philistine. Because Philistine is Africa also. You can literally cross from Palestine straight to the border of Egypt. But they say, oh, we're not Palestinians. We are Palestinians. We are the Philistines. Again, y'all watch the TV Arabs. I got it. Hold up. You watch the TV Arabs, not the original Arabs. These are the Arabs that y'all watch. And your so-called black conscious people do the exact same thing. Because you know why? They all been educated by the same person. I told you. It was a Jewish guy who actually wrote all the curriculum for all of them in all these universities and schools. I'm going to do a video on it. When I get all this information, I'm going to bring it to you with some facts. This is why Dr. Greg Carnum don't want to have this conversation, because him, just like 19 Keys and the rest of them, their paycheck determines the amount of truth they're willing to tell. Their paycheck determines the amount of truth they're willing to tell. So it's not about bragging with me, but if I say you would put 50 of them in the room with me, and I go at all 50 of them, I'm not arguing over nobody, yelling over nobody. I'm just going to say, cite your sources. The same way I'm just sitting here citing the sources without going to Wikipedia, I'm citing the sources on all of this. So that's the ankh. So next time y'all wear the ankh on your neck, remember it's an Ethiopian language, Amharic, which means the toe. Okay? That's the toe. The ankh that you wear on your neck is nothing but the toe. Okay? Simple. So certain things that you should not wear on your neck. And again, I'm asking anybody who ever went to Egypt, how many people you saw walking around in Egypt with an ankh on? Because we don't understand the energy or the vibration inside there. It's not it's the toe. Okay? So let me show you this one more time. I'm going to show you this one now. Bear with me. Now, remember they said the Ethiopians were Caucasians, right? Y'all remember that? Do I have to play that back for y'all one more time? Can I play this back one more time for y'all? Let's rewind this back. 1960s.
As a result, the peoples of Ethiopia, who are predominantly Aryan, are free and independent. They are proud of having the longest continuous history of any Christian nation in the world. The fact that Ethiopia is primarily populated by a people of Caucasian ancestry makes it unique among other African nations. There are over 100 different tribes and races within the country. Although dark in complexion, most of the people are Caucasian and are descended from the ancient Hamites and Semites. Most of the Ethiopians of today are not pure descendants of any one race. The facial features of both women and men are likely to reflect a varied combination of Caucasian, Negroid, Arabian, and Hebrew characteristics.
But not black, because you know why? Because black is not a race of people. But let me show y'all something. It's not a race of people. Let's go here for a second. This is, give me 1 second. This is what my son was born. Their paperwork looked like this, brother. Let me blow this up. You see where it says race at?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It says Asian, right? Asiatic. What did Elijah Muhammad call us? And what did Noble Drew Ali call us? Asiatic. You see that says Sabir Bay? Okay. For the record, Sabir Bay. We're Asiatics. So I stand on what I'm speaking on. That's my son. Asiatic. The race is Asiatic. The race is Asiatic. Okay, so let me go to the nationality when I was overseas for a second, bro. And this is real what I do. This is me in Morocco. You see what says nationality? American Moor. Oh, you gotta know the difference, bruh. Oh, you gotta know the difference in all of this. There aren't no black race floating around out here. There are none. It's no freaking black race. And what it is, we will actually pay people who are going to say that they're black. And we want justice. I just gave you the nationality and I just gave you the race of the people. So if I go to another country and do whatever, I'm not a black man because this is black. This is black garlic, brother. That's black. Let me take one for y'all. Bear with me. That's black. I'm not black. Well, Sabir, it's not a complexion. It's not a complexion, Sabir. Okay, then tell me what it is. If it's not a complexion, then anybody can be black, right? If black is not a complexion, then it can mean anybody. So you didn't see me just tell you something, right? I just showed you. And I may cover that on Sunday, brother. I do a webinar every Sunday, y'all, at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock, I only take 10 people. So I may cover that again. And you can ask me any question on Sunday. Pick my brain on Sunday, this Sunday, 4 p.m. West Coast time. I'm on the West Coast. So the only reason why I did this again is because I was speaking to my brother Harthorn. And we were talking about the Bible. And I was saying how the Bible can't be copywritten if you talk about the word of God. And if you have a connection to God, then ask him some questions. Because a lot of you cats do not believe in God anyway. Because if you truly believed in God, you would not have got it. You would not have gotten a vaccination shot. You put your trust in your faith in God, not in the government, in God. Okay? In God. All right. So look at this. Ethiopian says Black American minds trapped into the black and white. Woo, boy, we out to lunch. You want somebody else to help y'all? Let me tell you why most people in other countries can't help you. Let me explain this to y'all. Why most people in other countries can't help you. Because if they was to tell y'all the truth, they would get deported. That's why. If they would tell you really what's going on, they will be deported. But y'all expect someone that coming from another country when you're here and supposed to be educated, and you still afraid to speak up because your paycheck determines the amount of truth you're willing to tell. I have never ever got off this conveyor belt, people. I've been doing this for over 25 years, B. And even in radio, I've never ever got off this conveyor belt. And I don't care how y'all take it. It ain't arrogant. It's truth. I will go up against 50 of your best that you know on any platform with facts and not feelings. Period. I can tell you about Ethiopia. I can tell you how we were called Moors and Ethiopians before the 1500s. Okay? I can show you. Even if I show you, you still would reject it because you truly don't have knowledge of who you are. Not by far. And I'm not trying to be arrogant, and then I'm just letting you know that I know them. Truth don't care about feelings. Oh, somebody said truth don't care about feelings, but yeah, people should be supporting the truth then. How about that part? Because the only way, like Sarak said, Sarak was saying truth don't sell. And it don't. So let me show you something else. This is in J.A. Rogers' works. 100 Amazing Facts About the Negro. Let me read. The most ancient names for so-called black people are Nisu or Nubian, Ethiopian, and Moor from ancient Egypt. So how if this is from ancient Egypt, and Egypt is a Greek word. Oh, did I say that, brother? Did I say that? Give me 1 second. So, Egypt, a Greek word, right? Give me 1 second. It's Greek, right? So it also goes on and says, black and colored like white on the other hand, European words. Ethiopian and Moors were probably used to describe the so-called blacks until the 1500s. Mm. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 minute. Who we got on the feed? Let me see who we got on this feed. So let me take you to where Egypt was, okay? What Egypt was called. Because Egypt is a Greek word. So this is what Egypt was called right here. Y'all can do your research. Get your sonnetters on here too. You know the crazy part. This book was the book was $100 and something. I'm still trying to find it on Amazon. But Egypt was called El Fasad. So you tell me, where did they get the concept from? The ancient black gods of Egypt, bro. Where did they get that from? Where did they get? Where do they get the ancient black gods from Egypt from? Could somebody get the Sonetta squad on here or the Amun Ra squad? So if you look that book up, right, you're going to see exactly what I see. So give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find the book now. Here it is. I'm going to go to Amazon. Let me take you to Amazon. Give me 1 second. So look how much the book costs, bro. Can't make this up. Oh, it went down? It was $99. The paperback was $99. Well, let me see if I can take a picture of this. Give me 1 second. Because I was trying to find this book. I said, ooh, I wonder what happened. How many of y'all knew Egypt was called El Fasad? Do y'all hear that on Sonetta Show?
Sabir.
Yo.
So Egypt wasn't called Egypt until I guess Napoleon invented it.
There you go. Why you think he
So
took the 21 gun? Where you think the 21 gun salute come from? It took them 21 shots just to knock the nose off of the Sphinx. They don't even understand Napoleon. Oh, it's a whole story. I can get into that too, brother. But this is what it was called right there. El Fasad. Now go ask your Egyptologists about that. It was the paperback was 90. No, it is $99 for the paperback. But it's very hard to find the book though. But if I have it, I'll get it. But I can tell you what it is. So when I was on my little journey overseas, they started telling me it was crazy because when you speak out of term, they will correct you. Be like, let me tell you, because you sound like you know something. That's what they say. You sound like you know something. But that book was from 1987. So it was called El Fasad. So let me ask you, how many of these black people actually brought this to your attention?
None of them.
None of them, right? So these arguments that we have about the ancient black gods and why people get mad because you calling people black. No, they're not black people. Nobody's black. But I understand. Listen, it's money. It's money to be made in talking about black. I got that part. It's so much money into talking about being black. I understand that. So it doesn't matter. Rather you bring up the Bible with me, history with me, law with me. we can have a hell of a conversation, B. So y'all can reach out to me. My information is right at the bottom of this screen if y'all look at it. And anybody can reach out to me. You can reach out to me right there. Email right there, Sabir Bay Radio. Everybody got it? All right. So, and this is the information for Sunday. Right at the bottom. Pay attention. Y'all got to zoom it in so you can see it. So I'm only taking 10 people, but I am open for any kind of webinars. But I do charge a fee if you want to invite me to a webinar. But I'm open for this. So you can gather your 35 people up or 50 people up. And I'm not going to argue over you. I don't do Clubhouse because I'm not with the argument back and forth. But I can shut Clubhouse down with some facts. I did it before, and it get real quiet on Clubhouse.
It sure did. I remember that one. Yeah.
That day I was on there and it got real quiet on that mug, boy. I was like, and it was itching for me to say something, bro.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
I got on that joint. It was crazy as hell, bro. So this is what I do. I talk with the youth. Shout out to the youth in Boston, the Ethiopian youth that I speak to in Boston. If we're celebrating this Kwanzaa, y'all, please, let's have a conversation before Kwanzaa's out about real history. That it be always about slavery. Nope, only heard Kemet. I told y'all, you only heard Kemet, right? And Pharaoh was the keeper of Kemet. I'm going to pray for you and Taj. Why you going to pray for us? I want to pray for you. You going to pay? Oh, you going to pay for you and Taj? Listen, let me tell you something. The dope thing is, I would love to do something else with Taj, but let me share something with y'all. Let me put these videos up here. Let me show y'all something before I go. Give me 1 second. Let me share this with y'all before I go. This is one video I did with Taj. We had him in California. It's hard. This is old people. Okay. This is called The Heritage of the Moors. See that says Sabir Bay Productions. Okay. Heritage of the Moors in America. Let's go back. You got it? So let's go. I'm just going to run through these videos for y'all. I told you I got a lot of videos that's not even released yet. Give me 1 second. A lot of videos that's not released out yet. Let's see what else we can find in here. This one also, Children of the Sun. When I had Jose out here. Okay. All right. Hold up. Let's go back. Let's move on this side. This is the Triple Light Tour. When I had Abdullah, Taj, Tariq Bey, and myself, it's called the Triple Light Tour in Houston. Hold up. We got more. Hold up. Let's see if I can pull the rest up. Let's see what else we got on here. This is actually, let me show you this right here. This is, 1 second. Let's close this. I'm going to show you something. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, peoples. I'm gonna figure something out. Give me 1 second. Okay, this one right here. So bear with me, okay? I'm just gonna play a snippet of this for y'all. Brother Philip.
I want to welcome everybody to the Keep Line Center. My name is Sabir. I'm gonna be your host. I'm gonna be my speaker. I'm gonna be your host this evening because we're gonna have a power pack.
From 10 years ago, it's in the audience now. It came out to means that you're telling those in authority that.
So you can get the video. Okay, that's all I'm going to show y'all for the record. Okay, so let's move forward. Told you I got a whole lot of stuff I'm not putting out here to people for what? Somebody could do what they did with the other videos. So bear with me. I'm just going to show you a little bit more before I get off of here. These are just some of them. Is that Brother Kaba right there? Would that be Kaba? Would that be Smalls? Which one? Pick your poison. Pick your poison. What up, Brother Philip? So I got a whole lot of this stuff, y'all. So if you want to participate in the class on Sunday, please reach out to me. You got to pay a Cash App, and you got to pay before Sunday, and we'd be all right. And if you want the videos, they are available. Okay, and I do have my brother's books right here. These are on Ethiopia. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are only books that's left. Here we go. Oh. Okay, so this brother opened up for me when Jose Pimente Bay was out here. And Thorough Brother, it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 books that's left. So a very informative. If you want to know, give me 1 second, bro. Just for the record, if again, give me 1 minute. All right. So, damn, I ain't even mean to be on here this long. God darn. But yeah, that's just the gist of it. So it's a lot of stuff that we can touch on. If you want to touch on Ethiopia, we can. I am open for any lectures, but I want to do this before 1492 tour. If you have an opening in your city, I'm not calling out everybody and asking everybody to do it anymore. You can ask me about my trip. You can ask me about the laws and the history, or you can just come on Sundays and join the classes every Sunday. It's that simple. So, what they say? Ethiopia. What they say about sovereignty? Wait a minute. What they say? Oh, I was looking at something. It's a lot of stuff going on, man. It'd be so much. I'll be trying to keep up with everything, man. I just can't. It's so much that be coming across my feed now. I'll be trying to keep up with everything. So I think I covered everything. I believe I covered everything. I believe I did. What's up, brother Philip? Bear with me one second. Y'all want to rewatch this video? Rewatch the video. It's a lot inside of here. Again, man, I only jumped on here because of my sister. And if you're a Christian, if you're a true diehard Christian, start telling the truth, B. Stop coming out of the King James Version of a Bible. Seriously. Please stop coming out of a King James Version of a Bible. And do your due diligence before you get old and regret. Before you have regrets. Okay? And go to an Ethiopian church and just do some research. Okay? All right? So that's the Ethiopian Bibles right there. Okay, y'all? And stop calling coffee black. Coffee is brown. It's not black. It's brown. Okay?
And it's called Buna.
It's called Buna. And Buna means brown. So please stop with the colonization, B. So listen. I am going to close out with this, and again, I hope I hear from y'all before Sunday. If you want the books, if you want some DVDs, you can email me, sabirbayradio@gmail.com, and let's get this before 1492 join popping. That's going to be the logo right there, and it's going to be the cartoon book also. Oh, so please, people, do me a good favor, share these videos out, and I hope I did some justice. All my information is right there at the bottom, going across the screen. I thank you so much, but I do gotta go. Stop letting these people take your time. Peace.
Listen to this rhyme, they taking your time. It's like you in prison when you don't use your mind. Rise up and shine, they taking your time. It's like you in prison when you don't use your mind. 11 million people unemployed and I'm one of them. I grew up with the rats and roaches, I had fun with them. Fly sneaks and fine clothes, I had none of them. But when it came to MC rhymes, I had a ton of them. People told me go get a job, I would run from them. I saw the workforce and work was no fun for them. No beach, no mountain and no sun for them. With slave driving bosses, why would I come under them? So at 7 a.m. you wake up from sleep. At 7 a.m. I wake up and take a leak. At 7:05 you got slippers on your feet. At 7:07 I'm going right back to sleep. At 7:15 you thinking about today's meeting. At 7:30 a.m. my friend I'm still sleeping. At 7:45 your phone start beeping. Old text messages from yesterday's meeting. 8 a.m. you're leaving, it's freezing. You're feeling unworthy, trying to get to work before 9:30. Now I'm 45, I'm just turning over. Now I'm 45, man, you looking over your shoulder. Here comes the boss, looking for that folder. And you know within the folder you didn't meet your quota. Now 11 o'clock's up on ya. Your boss says, where's the folder? And you feel like you a goner. Well, you simply gotta make it up. But 11 o'clock, pops KRS just waking up. Linger in the bed to about 11:30. Spit a morning prayer, I hope heaven heard me. Stand up at about 12 o'clock, you on your lunch break. I'm just eating breakfast, vegetarian cupcakes. 1 o'clock, you back at your desk, back at the office, back in distress, your desk is a mess. Listen to this rhyme, they taking your time. It's like you in prison when you don't use your mind. Rise up and shine, they taking your time. It's like you in prison when you don't use your mind. You doing your best, but your best ain't enough. You wanna do less, but less makes it rough. It's 101 in the public and private sector. Either way, I'm giving a conference at 4 p.m. a lecture. Topic, while I check my other appointments, is hip-hop as a culture and lifetime employment. See, back in the days to avoid getting jerked, we was told to go to college in case rap didn't work. Now today, not to be so hurt, you better know how to rap case your degree don't work. Man, you better get the lesson and stop stressing. MCing and DJing are high-paying professions. Front if you need to. Don't let them deceive you. You ain't gotta believe me. It's time you believe you. Listen to this rhyme. They taking your time. It's like you in prison when you don't use your mind.